Say hi to YouTube, everybody. Say hi to YouTube. That did not go as planned.
You boys like Mexico? Yeah!
Hello everybody, what are we doing today? We're actually working on this car today instead of the go-kart. So I know that's a welcome surprise for most of you because y'all don't care about Kurt like I do. But that's okay. What are we doing? Overpipe. Finally, we're going to finish the exhaust on this car. It will be completely redone front to back, between the header, the overpipe, the front pipe, the catback. It will be done. I've already got the car in the air. If y'all don't know how to lift a car in the air, I'm not going over it. You don't need to be under one. We're going to pull off the front windage tray, and it should be fairly straightforward. It's going to be easier for me because I've already put a header on it, and I've already put a front pipe. If you're still stock in either one of those, it's going to be marginally more difficult for you because you still got the studs on the factory parts. Luckily, I've got all bolts on mine, so this should be fairly simple and fairly quick. So we're just going to get this over with real quick. I don't feel like getting really dirty and my back hurting. So again, car's in the air, got tools under there, got the overpipe laid out. We're just gonna get under there and start raking all this stuff off the bottom of this car and get it switched out. Wonder how many of these clips we're gonna break today. My neck, my back, my shoulders, and my lats. Probably should have lifted this car up a little bit more, but the scope of my laziness knows no bounds. Oh, for the love of everything sacred. Did you? Oh no, I did it right. Oh, I was about to get so mad. For a minute there, I thought I was taking off the wrong tray. That would have been very unhappy. Don't suppose I could schmooze you to get me a Sprite, could you? Pretty please. Ooh. And here is our overpipe that we're going to be removing. As you can see, we've got 2 bolts there. Sorry. And we've got 2 bolts right here. Oh, those are studs on the overpipe, but because we got the studs off the front on the header singular, these should come off pretty easy. So I believe those are all 14 millimeter. We'll get this off of there real quick. Carry on. And don't forget your anti-seize. So we got this freaking overpipe off. So what I actually had to also do was this panel up for the inner fender, as you can see dangling here. I had to remove it, and there's 3 push pins, and one of them is behind the wheel well lining. I did get it off without removing anything else. As you can see, the way I did it was I basically just finagled it straight up there. I kept twisting the pipe to bring it up this direction, and then when it got free of the cylinder head and everything else, I turned it and just twisted it down out of there. So you don't have to remove anything else to actually get the factory overpipe out. So we're gonna get out from under the car for a minute, and I've got soot and debris and dead animal juices all over me from being under this thing and rattling it around. So we'll compare these pipes side by side so we can see the differences of the choke points. And then we're gonna put this dude back in here, never seize the shit out of it, and go. I mean, never seize the stuff out of it and go. Okay, here we go side by side. As you can see all the individual choke points where this is bent. There, see that? There, and over here is the same. Furthermore, you can see where the exhaust gas has been hitting that from the header. And this is gonna flow a lot more. Let's see if I can get these side by side so you can actually see the difference in the pipe itself. You see that? There. How much different that's going to flow. So like I keep telling you guys, I'm telling you, especially northern people, you get under the car and you're running around the snow and ice and salted roads, if you do not put anti-seize on your bolts, you're going to have a bad day. Especially if you're one of those who buys, builds, and then returns to stock to sell. It literally bolted back up under there so smoothly I didn't film actually installing the overpipe. Without the heat shield brackets, it just went straight up in there, and those 2 studs threaded into the overpipe, and then the nuts went on the studs. I used anti-seize like I keep proclaiming all over the place. The issue I did have was I was getting a gap underneath that flange. So I actually came back here and I loosened that mount. It's a 14 millimeter that you're seeing there, and it's 2 12s that are up here. And I loosened the compression spring nuts and bolts back there on the catback. And after I loosened all of that, had it nice and floppity, I torqued these down and tightened them down where they needed to be. And then I did the ones up front. But as you can see, I already put the windage tray on there because I'm an idiot. And there was nothing really to show anyway. So that's really all there was to this. If you've got an aftermarket exhaust, this should not really take you very long. It took me a little bit longer because I had to mess with the exhaust back here and getting it all loose. And it did take me a couple minutes because I had to remove that side panel in the wheel well to get to the bolt up front. Actually, the side panel is actually up there. But Overall, this job went pretty dang smooth. It's all on there now. I've already started and let it run for half a minute. Checked for exhaust leaks. I don't hear anything. So overall, this is a very good mod that you want to do, especially if you put an aftermarket header on there. That overpipe is the next biggest choke point in the whole exhaust system because of those bends that they put in it on a pipe bender. So anyway, that's all there was to this. Thanks for watching, everybody. Happy motoring. Do some donuts. And don't get a ticket. Bart? Shout out to Ian for driving me. Say hi, Tyler.